Why did the boomers get their economy and have it so good, while mine, millennials, and Gen Z seems like we're never going to own a home?
The boomers actually did work in a country where the government wasn't interfering to the degree they are today, keeping those workers from enjoying their life and from affording and growing their income beyond the pace increasing of the cost of living. So if your wages go up this much, can we just turn real quick to the patented Karl Rove whiteboard? I'll just draw some ugly lines here to help people just visualize, just really quick. So if all of the decades before 1971, your wage growth outpaced the cost of living increases, right? You can flip that upside down, right? When you're printing money, you are causing commodities to go up at a pace faster than wages. So cost of living goes up faster than wages. The baby boomers were in here, right? The 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. In 97, they retired. So that's why the money printing has gone stratospheric, because you lose the productivity from this 60 million person workforce that's like a snake swallowing a football. Well, that big bubble rolls, comes out the other end as doo-doo. And when it retired in 97, you lost the productivity and you took on a massive permanent cost. So the money printing machine is insane for the last 24 years. You look at gold being 300 an ounce in the year 2000, the dollar's worth 56 cents. Today, the dollar's worth 3 cents and gold is 2,400. So pushing up on commodity prices causes youngsters like that to just be confused as hell. And, frankly, we all are. How could the government do this? It's the government solution set that's actually causing the hell on earth, trying to enjoy our living here. And we can't. We drown all the time. We drown. A lot of people need 2 or 3 jobs to be able to make it and have a family. Oh, are you seeing, baby rates dropping? It's just, how am I going to have a baby when my wife and I are just trying to enjoy, a weekend after having to work so hard just to keep up with zero?
That really is the truth, isn't it, man?
It is. The government is inspiring all of these troubles, all of them. And I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying they're not good at all at their job.
So what would be the solution then? Is it simply cut spending? Because we have to pay Social Security and Medicare. And when we try to reform it,
you don't have much at all without the printed money. Look, here's a fact. What's GDP? The financial output of America. You're always talking about 2% growth, 2% growth. You hear the word growing, you hear the word successful. You think Tom Brady's still playing for the Patriots and they might win the Super Bowl every other year. That's what your mind hears. Growth, good. Growth, strength. So what is GDP without the printed money since 2008? It's a negative number. It's a negative number. And when you go to shadowstats.com and you just look at a simple economic website that shows you the old-fashioned way of counting unemployment and inflation, unemployment by his old-fashioned numbers, the way they used to count it, is 25%. Does that figure into the misery factor and why people are wondering and so confused? So it's the government that's thinking it solves its problems with printed money, causes people to struggle and not have any. That's why I'm in the business I'm in. We're offering a solution. Well, we're not offering it. Gold and silver is a solution to, if things actually do go to zero, where would you have wanted your money to be located before that bust occurs, knowing the government isn't going to change its trajectory? It's a $1.4 trillion payroll beast. That's how much money the government's people working for the government and consulting with the government, contracting with the government are paid each year. $1.4 trillion in salary. How's that going to be successful? How's that going to be efficient? How's that going to hear what you need? How's that going to give a damn about what you need?
That's a darn good question. And I think we all know, and everyone in the audience knows, they don't care.
But I do care. I feel so bad for anyone who's coming up into the teens right now, their 20s, their 30s. I know it's a struggle. I know the government's in charge of that. So what do we do about it? Well, there's eventually a bankruptcy because they're burning a resource, right? So if you just think of the dollar as energy, isn't it the energy that causes you to be able to acquire energy? Think of it as a resource. It used to be worth 100 cents. Today it's worth 3. So it's almost exhausted. What does it support? Everything. What happens when it can't support anything anymore? Reality kicks in.